Despite the fact that I told him vehemently, do not do this under no circumstances, they took it amongst themselves to ignore what I'm saying and do what they did. A grown man is going to do what a grown man is going to do. The problem that I really had was, you all in my truck. Not to mention the fact, once again, that he's elderly. Off limits like kids. No. They end up following this individual when he left the bank. I had already told him, as I previously mentioned, if he's getting that much cash, he's going to a car lot, going to bond somebody out of jail. You know, it's something like that. You're not just going to get 45 G's and going to your house. So I thought. They waited for him. Followed this elderly man home. It's still daylight outside. Now, it's not like bright daylight, but you know how like once the fall comes and it starts to get dark early, they follow him to his home. Once he pulls up in the driveway, what these fools is not anticipating is people do have garages. He opens his garage door. He's opening the garage door. He's pulling into the garage. One of these fools decides, hey, this is the time. I'm going to jump out, run in the garage, get this money, and come right back out. I'm so mad even just thinking about this, man. Even just discussing it, it makes me sick. East Coast jumps out of the car, runs in on the elderly man, slides up under the door right before it closed. You know, it was enough room to where he could slide up under it. 70-something-year-old man, startled, screaming, could have had a heart attack or anything. Get that money out, get that money out. Now, some of these things I'm using my imagination, I'm paraphrasing or what have you, but I actually talked to Sean. So he's able to tell me exactly, you know, how it went down per se. Here, you can take the money, you can take the money. Imagine this, man, your parents, your grandparents, coming into their home, their safe haven, their dwelling to where it's supposed to be safe, and you got this fool, this idiot, that runs in with a gun and scares your mother, your father, your grandparent half to death, anybody in your family. Scares him half to death. It's no problem. Gives him the money. Here. Takes the money. Open the door. They open it. He opens the garage door back up. He's married. The wife, she hears the screaming and the yelling, but it's not like she can just, you know, immediately get to the door. You know, it takes her a while to get to the door. He leaves out, jumps in the car. They drive off as though nothing had happened. Back before the days of Ring doorbell and all of these things. East Coast is laughing. Said he laughed like the Riddler, you know, Batman or whatever. As though the Joker, right? Something that was funny. Yeah, you all came up on a lot of money, but that was funny. It's still light outside, you weirdos. You do know that there's other people on the streets that are going to see you drive off, get the license tags or whatever. And lo and behold, you're in my truck that says Kansas landscaping and upholstery cleaning. Actually, it was carpet cleaning. I'm sorry. This is the event that went down. Little do they know that this individual that they robbed, was somebody. Everybody's somebody. He was the granddaddy of a notorious gangster, man. I ain't gonna say, I don't necessarily want to say gangster. He wasn't to be played with. He was in them streets. He did his thing. So I guess in a sense he was a gangster. But he was just an individual that you just did not want to play with, man. Tory. Notorious Tory. NT. Notorious Tory. Notorious Tory. We all we got. Out of all people, you all robbed Notorious Tory's granddaddy. Well, Ken's okay. They shouldn't have done that, but how would Notorious Tory know who did it? Because the streets talk. People can't hold their water. Now, I was way closer to Sean than I was East Coast. I look at Sean, you're responsible because you had my truck. Yeah, East Coast worked, with us or what have you. I don't like to say worked for me or whatever. He worked with us, but you are the one that I dealt with and told you specifically no. But you went and did it anyway. You went and did that bitch assness anyway. So here it is, we're in the park, we hooping or whatever. I'm not knowing anything about this. The streets talk. People can't hold hot water. Sean didn't say anything. East Coast is telling people. It gets back to Notorious Tory. They find us at the park. They run up on us. You thought you was going to rob my people like that? My granddaddy? What you talking about, NT? NT, what you talking about, man? Notorious Tory. What you talking about, NT? I would never do nothing like I ain't robbed nobody. Oh, yeah? You think it's a game? You rob my people. You rob my people. You and Sean, y'all rob my people. I'm standing there like, you know what I mean? But I'm not exempt because I'm there. You don't always have to be a part of something. You can just be at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm there. And perhaps at this particular moment, I'm thinking that NT thinks that I have something to do with it. He has the description of the truck, the description of the individual. Oh, yeah, NT was far from dumb. Bruh. Okay, bruh. This is some movie shit. I had never seen nothing like this ever in my life. I've been in some situations. I've been thrown in the trunk. I didn't been, and really, he threw me in the trunk, but he pistol whipped me to the side, and I was just, and they just kind of, man, I beat his ass when I got out of that situation. But I've been around people, and I've been in situations, if you will, to where I had absolutely nothing to do with this, and this was another one. Hasn't been, too many, but heck, one is too many. I've been in 2 or 3 different situations where I had nothing to do with anything and was totally oblivious to what was going on. Okay, bro, I did it. But I didn't know. I ain't had no clue that it was your granddaddy, man. I just seen it was a situation where I could hit a lick. And how you gonna get mad at me, NT? Anytime I got some TVs or some, electronics or whatever, gift cards, I bring them to you buy them. I didn't know, bro. It was your granddaddy. NT was known, what do you call it? Fencing? I think it's what you may call it. If you had something that was of value, and it may be 11, 12 o'clock at night to where, all the pawn shops and, because the pawn shops, they'll buy like gift cards and things like that. You can call somebody, hey, look, bro, I'll give you $40. I'll give you $50. $50, man, it's worth $300 easy. Hey, bro, right now I'm going to give you $50, man. $40. What you want to do? NT, man, I done brought you all type of stuff, man. I had no clue that this was your granddaddy, bro. I didn't know. It's 45 G's, man. I didn't know it's not going to get you out of this, man. You done ran up in you done invaded my their home. Heck of a coincidence. But that's just how it went down. Bow, bow, bow. As I mentioned, I only seen this in the movies. They get to shooting, but they're not shooting. They shooting at the ground. Dance. Dance, nigga. Dance. They talking to NT. They talking to Sean. And I'm right there just as well. I'm just standing there. Dance, you too. Man, I ain't got nothing to do with this, man. In my mind, I'm already knowing, just like when I was in the trunk, I'm gone. It's over with. I'm going to that upper room. The upper room. I know that I'm gone. There's nothing that I can do. I can't talk my way out of this situation. They got these heaters out and they firing at the ground, and I'm seeing sparks fly up. I've never seen anything like that. I've been around bullets, gunshots, or whatever, but when somebody's firing at the ground and you bow, 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 they jumping around like they got the Holy Ghost or whatever, I'm just standing there. Not like I'm hard, not like I'm some, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I feel like if I go for all of that, I'm begging for my life. I don't even know what's going on. I have no clue what's going on whatsoever. Now, NT he was an intimidating looking guy, man. NT was every bit of 6'5", had to have been 320 pounds. He used to play football in high school, had college scholarships everywhere, but he messed around and caught a robbery charge right out of high school. So he went to the pen for I think 4.5, 5 years. Dark-skinned dude, had a deep voice. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I heard y'all, ran up on my people. Like, NT was no joke. Notorious Tory was no joke. He think he hard, huh? Talking about me. I don't think I'm hard, but I don't know nothing that's going on. I don't have nothing to do with any of this. I'm a businessman, man. I work. I cut grass. I clean carpets, man. I don't have anything to do with pull the money out of my pocket. And I had a little bit of money because I've been working, man. This is what I made all day long. I don't have nothing to do with I don't even have any knowledge of this whatsoever, man. Absolutely nothing. And T's kind of listening to me. I'm not going to say that I was like talking him out of it or anything like that, but I could tell like he's kind of listening to me. Again, I'm not begging. It's one G to another, man. Bro, I don't know nothing about this, man. You know what I'm saying? We cut grass or whatever. We worked all day. We came up here, they, was talking stuff. I was talking stuff. We was hooping or whatever, because this wasn't the first time. We used to go to that park and hoop all the time, after work. These guys are high character guys. I never even knew them to do anything like this. And so maybe you got the wrong people. I don't think that they would do anything like that. Once again, I'm going to tell you, man, how many times God has saved me, man. I'm going to tell you all the things and situations that I've been in. I'm going to tell you, God saved me yet again. We standing there. The dudes is laughing. When I say the dudes, it was 4 of them. But like I said, 2 of them pulled out guns. They laughing. What you want us to do, man? What you want us to go on and just, take us off this earth, man. Remove us. I kid you not. I get emotional even thinking about this. So, if I delay for a second, you have to give me a minute. I kid you not. We standing there. They dancing. They still dancing. Bow, bow, bow. Firing the shots. Now, this park that we're in, every park is pretty much in a neighborhood. It wasn't even that late at this point. It was dark, but it wasn't that late. NT's y'all chill out, man. Y'all chill out, man. These shots is loud. You have to have a mind. You have to understand that people hear these shots, man. You can't just keep firing off shots. Out of the blue, see some bright lights pull up. Bright lights pull up, and it's the police. It's a police car that pulls up. He has his brights on, or his regular lights. He doesn't have like his police lights, the blue lights or whatever. Gets out of the car. Everything okay over here? Yes, sir, officer. Had some reports of some shots. Yeah, we heard some shots, but they was like over that way. We just finished playing basketball or whatever. It was a black officer. Actually, it was 2 of them. NT knew one of the officers. They grew up together going to school, whatever. Got to talking. East Coast didn't say anything. Sean didn't say anything. I definitely didn't say anything. I'm smart. Not to say that they're not. I'm smart. It's my cue to go. I'm gone, man. He's talking to the officers. I'm gone. When I go to leave, they go to leave just as well. They see me, so they follow my lead. NT and his goons, they standing there talking to the officers or whatever. They got the guns, we don't. So we able to escape that situation. We able to, get out of that situation. I got one of my trucks, he has my other one. I'm on the cell phone, we end up meeting up. Once I meet up with them, I'm like, bruh, you robbed these people, man. You robbed these people in my truck. After I told you, and we almost just died, boom! I sock Sean. I sock him, man. Knock his whole tooth out, man. I'm not even a violent individual. Knock his whole tooth out. After I do that, he come, man, it's for us. East Coast bitch ass runs. Not like I was some hellified fighter or nothing, but he couldn't fight evidently. He runs. Me and Sean, we square up, square up. We square up. I boom. I put it on him, man. I put it on him. You could have got me killed out there, man. You got my truck with my name on the side of it, and you gonna rob somebody? Nah, bro, it wasn't even like that. Well, how was it? Me and you just talked. How was it? Nah, it was just an easy lick, man. And dude was right there. I ain't even do nothing. Dude went in and did everything. He went in and did everything, but it's still my truck. It's still my name on the side. What do you mean? I was ready to do him something. I was really ready to do him something. The same thing that they were gonna do to him in the park, I was ready to do. Because now, what you think is just over because the police pulled up? You think that they're not looking for you? They know who I am. They know what my truck looks like. Now you done got me involved in something that I had nothing to do with whatsoever. East Coast done already admitted that you all did it. He already admitted it. Oh my God. It was terrible. Because now I don't have any workers. I'm having to watch my back, which I keep my head on a swivel. And back then I would protect myself. But now I'm really, really, really protecting myself, if you catch my drift. We got some real live goons putting the word out that's looking for us. Sean ends up talking to East Coast. I'm sorry, Sean ends up talking to NT. NT had love for Sean, actually. He tells him, bro. He tells him the truth. Bro, you all see me in this truck all the time, man. My dude didn't have nothing to do with this, man. We was just using the truck, and we was just, hooping at the time you all came to the gym. He had, to the basketball court, the park. He had nothing to do with this whatsoever. Yes, I was there. Obviously, we didn't know it was your uncle, your grandfather. We didn't know that. We didn't know who we was fooling with. We didn't know. Whatever happens to me, man, I'm ready to take, responsibility. If I get dealt with, I just get dealt with. We didn't know. NT's on his way to the park one day. He gets a phone call. In his own hood that he grew up in, he gets a phone call. He's going to make a play. There's like this little alley that you walk through before you get to the park. A couple goons ran up on him. Bow, 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 bow. Gunned him down, unfortunately. Took his work unalived. It was weird because NT had goons. As I mentioned several times, he had people that was always around him, surrounding him. So whoever did this was obviously close to him, and he felt comfortable going to meet him. They unalive him. It wasn't even a month later. maybe a month and a half later, East Coast, gets caught up in a different county. Police is behind him. He's riding. He's trying to escape or what have you because he got work on or whatever. He's illegal at that time. Police is chasing him. He jumps out of the vehicle. He's in a truck. He jumps out of the car. He runs. Police chasing him through the fields or whatever. Stop! You put your hands up. Freeze! Whatever police say. It was it wasn't a river, but it was water, so it was more so like a pond. Allegedly, supposedly, jumps in the pond. When he jumps in the pond, because it's cold outside at this time, he jumps in the pond. The death report says that he drowned. Nobody really believes that. Nobody really knows exactly what happened because there was nobody else there but him along with the police. He drowns. Doesn't make it. So now you got me and you got Sean. The streets is talking still. The streets are still talking as though Sean had something to do. You see what I'm saying? With NT being knocked off. Y'all follow me. Notorious Tory got knocked off in his own hood. But the streets is acting as though Sean had something to do with it because they was from the same neighborhood. I'm still shook. I don't know what's going to happen. A lot of people had love for NT. Had a whole lot of respect out there in them streets, man. Just so happens, once again, by the grace of God, everything just kind of boiled over. Sean and I, we never really made up after that because you just put me in a situation. You really, really put me in a bind, a situation, man. Sean ended up going to prison, years later over something, nothing major. It's not like he caught a life sentence. I went to prison. We seen each other in prison. We interacted. I'm not going to lie. We interacted. But I never got close to him ever again after that. You have to watch the people that you're around because somebody will really, really get you into a situation that you can't get yourself or talk your way out of. If it wasn't for those police officers pulling up at the park that night, 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't even be here talking to you all. There's certain things that's off limits. You shouldn't even do crime at all, period. But there are certain things that are off limits. Kids and elderly people is a no. It's a no-no. No exceptions. You all went in and robbed this dude, man. I don't care if he had $450,000. He was 70-something years old. No, you don't do that. You don't. See, the street life gets deep sometimes. So even though, I was locked up for, counterfeiting or whatever, I've done all type of things that probably could have put me under the jail. And I'll never tell these stories. I talk about stories to where people have, or myself, has been convicted, tried and pled guilty and did their time already or is doing their time. The love of money is the root of all evil. You can't just go around just doing stuff to people, and especially civilians, people that's not in the streets, people that don't live that lifestyle, man. I feel so bad. I really, really feel so bad. What did y'all even do with the money? It's like y'all didn't even have anything to show. 45 G's? And had nothing to show for it, man. And as a result of all of that, you got East Coast that doesn't have his life anymore. Now, that was bound to happen anyway. See what I'm saying? You got NT. He lost his life. It was probably going to happen anyway because he was just in the streets. You got this elderly man that's shook. There's no telling how his health is, how his, and he still has people, other family members or what have you. And they knew that I didn't have anything to do with that. They knew. NT knew. But at the same time, I'm there. So if I'm there, you can't trust my word to, okay, I do something to these two dudes. But I'm going to allow you. No. Everybody has to go. Y'all remember in the movie Life, the word Martin, he was Claude in the movie, and Ray was Eddie Murphy. And they was in a restaurant, and they grabbed Martin, and they, Claude, they took him to the back. Drop him. And Ray is trying to explain to Spanky Johnson, come on, man, he don't know who he's messing with, man. He don't know, he just a square. Drop him. Wrong place at the wrong time. And that's what have happened to me. Drop him. Watch who you with, man. Young people, understand that just because you're around people and people's giving you dapping you up, pounding you up or whatever, and they seem like cool individuals to be around, you don't know what these individuals have gotten themselves into when they haven't been around you, outside of being around you, rather. Got to watch your circle, man. Watch your circle. Because your circle, in the words of Hassan Campbell, because Hassan Campbell did take my rewind. Yeah, I said it. He wasn't doing that before. But it's all good. Watch your circle. Because you never know. Your circle might hurt you. Real Kids TV. Hopefully you liked the video. Feel free to comment. Definitely share. Subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to hit that post notification. So anytime I bring you this action and this heat, you're amongst the first to receive. Real Kids TV. If you're not getting the notifications, fret not. Just check my channel every day, right around, 6:30, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock. Just depends on how the internet service is. I'm dropping, maybe not 7 days a week, but at least 6. At least 6. I'm dropping a video almost every day. Real Kids TV.